Hey everyone, welcome back to TelehealthFX Talk. Okay, today's episode is one that I am personally pumped about because we're connecting two things that, when you put them together, create results that are way better than either one alone. We're talking about GLP-1 medications and exercise, how to combine them, what kind of exercise matters most, when to work out around your injections, and how to handle it when you're low on energy. If you're on Semaglutide or Tirzepatide and you want to get the absolute most out of your treatment, or if you're about to start and you want to set yourself up right, visit TelehealthFX.com. That's TelehealthFX.com. Their one-on-one onboarding doesn't just cover your medication, it helps you build your complete plan, including fitness and nutrition.
I think this is one of the most practical episodes we've done, because a lot of people on GLP-1 medications fall into one of two camps. Either they're not exercising at all because they figure the medication is doing the work, or they're doing a ton of cardio and wondering why their body doesn't look the way they expected, even though the scale is going down. Both of those approaches are leaving results on the table.
Perfectly said. So let's start with the fundamental principle here. GLP-1 medications create a caloric deficit by suppressing your appetite. You eat less, you lose weight. That's the medication doing its job. But what exercise does is it determines what kind of weight you lose. Without exercise, especially resistance training, a meaningful portion of the weight you lose will be muscle along with the fat. And losing muscle slows your metabolism, makes it harder to maintain your results long-term, and can leave you looking and feeling weaker even at a lower weight.
Which is why we always say there are two pillars to exercise on GLP-1 medications. Pillar number 1 is resistance training, and pillar number 2 is cardiovascular exercise. But they are not equal. Resistance training is the non-negotiable. Cardio is the complement.
Let's break them down. Resistance training, also called strength training or weight training, is the single most important type of exercise you can do while on a GLP-1 medication. It provides the mechanical stimulus that signals your body to preserve muscle tissue even while you're in a caloric deficit. The recommendation is 2 to 3 sessions per week targeting all your major muscle groups: legs, back, chest, shoulders, arms, and core. And I want to be really clear about something, because this is where people get intimidated. You do not need a gym. You do not need heavy barbells. You do not need to look like someone on a fitness Instagram page. Bodyweight exercises work. Squats, push-ups, lunges, planks, glute bridges. A set of resistance bands that costs $15 or $20 gives you a full gym's worth of exercises in your living room. The key concept is progressive overload. That just means you gradually increase the challenge over time. Add one more rep, hold the plank 5 seconds longer, use a slightly thicker resistance band. That progressive signal is what tells your body this muscle is needed, don't break it down. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Small, consistent progression is all it takes. Now pillar 2, cardiovascular exercise. Cardio is important for your heart health, your metabolic function, your mood, and it burns additional calories. The standard guideline is at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week. That's about 30 minutes 5 days a week. Brisk walking, cycling, swimming, dancing, hiking, whatever you enjoy. The best cardio is the one you'll actually do consistently. But here's the critical distinction. Cardio alone does not prevent muscle loss. If all you do is walk on a treadmill, you're getting cardiovascular benefits, but you're not protecting your lean mass. You need both pillars. Resistance training protects your muscle and shapes your body. Cardio protects your heart and burns extra energy. Together, they give you the best possible outcome on GLP-1. Now let's get into the practical stuff, because this is where people really need guidance. Timing around your injection. Most people on injectable GLP-1 notice that their side effects, especially nausea and fatigue, peak in the 24 to 48 hours after their weekly injection. So here's a smart strategy. Schedule your lighter workouts on injection day and the day after. Save your harder resistance training sessions for the middle of the week when you're feeling your best. Timing around meals is also important. Because GLP-1 medications slow gastric emptying, food sits in your stomach longer. So if you eat a meal and then go exercise an hour later, you might feel queasy and bloated. Try to wait 2 to 4 hours after eating before you work out. A lot of people find that fasted morning workouts feel great because there's nothing sitting in their stomach. But listen to your body. If you feel dizzy working out fasted, have a small, easily digestible snack beforehand. And what about those days when you're just exhausted? Low energy is really common, especially in the first few weeks and after dose increases. Here's what I recommend. If you're too tired for a full 30-minute session, break it up. 3 10-minute walks throughout the day gives you the same benefit. A gentle walk can actually help alleviate mild nausea, and a small carb snack like half a banana or a few crackers before your workout can give you just enough fuel to get through it. Hydration is another big one. GLP-1 medications can increase your risk of dehydration, and exercise makes that worse. Drink water consistently throughout the day, not just during your workout. A simple check. Your urine should be pale yellow. If it's dark, you need more water. And one safety point that's really important.
Both GLP-1 medications and exercise lower your blood sugar independently. When you combine them, the effect is amplified, which means there's an increased risk of hypoglycemia, especially if you're also taking other blood sugar medications. Keep fast-acting carbs on hand during workouts, things like glucose tablets or a small juice box. And if you feel dizzy, shaky, or confused during exercise, stop immediately, sit down, and have something sugary. Now, let me give people a simple sample week so they can visualize what this actually looks like in practice. And remember, this requires no gym and no equipment. Monday, 30 minutes of bodyweight resistance training, squats, push-ups, lunges, planks. Tuesday, 30-minute brisk walk. Wednesday, 30 minutes of resistance training again, different exercises or same ones with more reps. Thursday, rest day, or 20 minutes of gentle yoga and stretching. Friday, 30 minutes of resistance training. Saturday, a longer walk or bike ride, maybe 30 to 45 minutes. Sunday, rest. That's it. That's a complete program that protects your muscle, supports your heart, and maximizes your GLP-1 results. And the beauty of that schedule is that it's totally customizable. If you love swimming, swap the walks for pool time. If you have access to a gym and you want to use weights, even better. The framework stays the same. Resistance training 3 times a week, cardio 2 to 3 times a week, rest days built in. And this is exactly the kind of guidance you get when you work with TelehealthFX. Their one-on-one onboarding includes talking through your lifestyle, your fitness level, and your goals. They offer Semaglutide, Tirzepatide, and complementary therapies like NAD+, which supports cellular energy and recovery, and sermorelin, which supports lean mass preservation. It's a comprehensive approach. Transparent pricing, no hidden membership fees, 24-hour provider review, 2-day UPS shipping, licensed in all 50 states. Visit TelehealthFX.com. That's TelehealthFX.com. And as always, the medication does the heavy lifting on appetite. Exercise does the heavy lifting on body composition. When you combine both, that's when the real transformation happens. Couldn't agree more. So if you're ready to get the most out of your GLP-1 journey with a team that helps you build the complete picture, go to TelehealthFX.com. That's TelehealthFX.com. Take the free qualification quiz, connect with a licensed provider, and start building your plan. That's TelehealthFX.com. And as always, everything on TelehealthFX Talk is for educational purposes only. This is not medical advice or a personalized exercise prescription. Please consult with your healthcare provider before starting any new exercise program, especially if you have existing health conditions. Individual results vary. Thanks for listening. If this episode helped you understand how to exercise smarter on GLP-1 medication, share it with someone who needs to hear it. We'll see you next time on TelehealthFX Talk.